Maxwell, you are going to grace our listeners with some ASMR chewing all episode, I've noticed.
Bit of mastication.
Bit of mastication for all your beautiful ears, because I was a bit triggered. I don't like the sound of chewing, and you're going to make sure that this episode I am just testing that patience as far as it'll go.
I'm edging you, Sam. You're going to be on edge the whole time.
Oh, I love it. And I am smashing an energy drink, so it's been a big day.
Oh, I didn't realize that there was the neuro factor involved in that one, Sam.
It's all about the neuro factor by undisclosed brand who doesn't sponsor the show. But it's been a big day. It's a public holiday. We're getting in here recording a podcast on a public holiday. That's how much we want this show to be successful.
It is summertime. We've both got our little leggies out. The pins are out.
The pins are out, and I tell you what, you can tell I've been wearing pants for most of winter because I am pasty.
That is a white boy with a muscular leg, if I've ever seen one.
Stop it.
Someone's been doing some squatties.
I did legs today, actually.
Wow. Look
and
at you go.
I wanted to jump off a cliff, but my DOMs didn't let me, so that's okay.
You are a very good sub, Sam.
Oh, DOMs.
Yep, got you there. Anyway.
Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Delayed onset mummy syndrome.
I mean, if the shoe fits, Maxwell.
Should we go straight to something new? Should we get in some music on this public holiday?
Yeah, let's do it. I've had a lot of new music come through my eardrums this last week and a half, which is rare for me.
Well, what, rare that it goes through the eardrums? Is there another way that you usually absorb music?
No, I'm typically some weeks are good, some,
You're on a roller coaster. It's up and down.
I'm on a roller coaster. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Sometimes maybe shit.
But did you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, look, why not? Why not? I can go first, Sam. I'll start with a slower number.
A slower number.
So the song is called "I Don't Want Your Garden" by Hazlitt. Hazlitt is originally
Euphemism?
Hazlitt or "I Don't Want Your Garden"?
I don't want your garden.
Oh well, I don't know. I have not asked Hazlitt, but I'll get back to you when I do.
Just have our people talk to their people.
We can do lunch.
Yeah.
So Hazlitt is from a city that you're quite familiar with, Brisbane, where we are. And this is kind of like indie folk in that world of like Vance Joy, a little bit like Mumford & Sons, maybe a bit more like Alexander Biggs in there. The track, kind of like a lot of other Hazlitt tracks, is acoustically driven. Then it kind of builds to like a bit more of like, it's not, I'm not saying it's like a heater, but it has a bit of go towards the end.
There's a climax.
There is a climax, Sam. And boy, you know about it. And
I don't. I've never heard this song.
The harmonies are kind of what really got me on this one, and the way that kind of the mix, everything sounds so muted and down mixed, which is kind of cool. So yeah, bit of Hazlitt for your ears, through those eardrums, as you once said.
Everything means nothing till it goes away.
Oh yeah, bit of the Vans.
Oh
in there.
yeah, a little bit like that.
It's giving business a white business shirt and suspenders with some form of old 1900s hat.
Yeah, like an Amish is what you're saying.
No, not a top hat. More of like a golfer's hat, if you will.
Like a paddy cap kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's giving. What's that show called? Peaky Blinders. Yeah. Back when that was a thing in the music scene.
Yes. Yep.
Not a bad thing. Well, I'm going girly pop today, Max.
Ooh la la.
I've got 3 girly pop songs, which is
Fuck me up.
Yeah, rare for me. So Benay's released new music. It's called Underwater. And look, I don't listen to a lot of Benay's music in general.
Can I hit you with something that's going to change your life as you have a bit of indigestion over there? The neuro factor's really kicking in.
Yeah, the neuro factor's got me all gassed up.
Neuro fucked you. But the I think if it's the artist I think you're talking about, do you mean Benny?
Yeah, Benny.
Cool, sweet. Just checking.
No,
there
awesome.
might be another artist, but that's fine.
Let's say Benny then.
Okay, cool.
I thought there was an apostrophe on the top of one of the E, so it was Benay, but
John Benet.
I don't care.
John Benet Ramsey.
We'll call her Benny then.
Sure, Benny.
Out of New Zealand.
Yes.
Her new track's called Underwater, and it's there's a bit of energy to it. There's a bit of pop. There's a bit of groove. It's just it's very Benny is what I'll say.
Well, love that.
Yeah. Just get it in you.
I had to a bottle full of my tears. I could make a river, wouldn't even matter. What do you say? Me bottom of the pool, yeah. What can you say? My head is in the water, a bottle full of my tears. I could make a river, wouldn't even matter.
That sounds like Nina Geraci might have been on the production decks for it.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
I don't know that, but just the sound of it.
Let me have a look at the song credits, shall I?
Sure, you do that because it just has that kind of like
Few credits.
bit of a glitchy, like high energy dance kind of thing going to it.
It was written by Three Men and Benny.
Sure, the three Manny Benny combination.
The Three Men and Benny, yeah. Thoughts?
And do we know who the three men are?
Yeah, I closed the window there.
Yeah, no, don't worry about
No, awesome. No, fuck me, right?
As you were, Sam.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. No, I didn't want that anyway. Awesome.
Sam, my next song, technically speaking, I can't say is something new. This song came out, I think, mid last year, but it was introduced to me by a good friend of mine, Eli, and he was like, "You're gonna really froth this," and boy, I did. So I thought I'd bring it to the show anyway. This song is called Glass. The band or artist, unsure, I haven't been able to figure it out, is called Glom, Glom. Glom.
Oh,
And
later maybe.
Glom is out of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of sits somewhere between like Weezer and Motion City Soundtrack kind of thing. Sort of like, like the kind of pop punk meets like alt pop kind of sound.
Yeah, like the genre of pop punk that no one listened to.
Yeah, that I did. And you know me. So yeah, I think like towards the verses, it sounds like it's more like it's definitely like heavier on the guitar, and it kind of sounds like it's about to build into this big like grungy thing. And then the chorus hits, and it's like just it goes into that more of that pop sound, and it's like slower and smoother and melodic, and it kind of the vocal hook is what kind of draws you through. So yeah, this is Glass by Glom. It's a lot of gl going on. Hit the glizzy with me, Sam.
Yeah, you're right on the money with Motion City Soundtrack. And it is a bit Weezery.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
Good from you.
Thanks, mate.
Big fan, the both of us are, of Olivia Dean. That was a weird way to structure a sentence, but did you like the way I saved it?
Yeah, you did. You brought it back.
I brought it back like my entire journalism degree. Olivia Dean released a new album, The Art of Loving, and boy, just heaters.
Tunes.
Just
Certified.
knows how to write a good summer, like laid back track, does Olivia Dean. And one in particular, besides the singles, that has really taken me by the canasters, if you will.
Oh, I really gripped you by the short and curly, Sam.
Yeah, it did. Plaiting my butt hair just listening to this one. Close up. It's just Olivia Dean. That's all. Like, if you know Olivia Dean, you know it's on maybe a less depressing James Bond soundtrack.
IYK, Sam.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to talk about them anymore. But this is Close Up.
'Cause you don't make it easy. Now I'm all closer. I can't tell if you need me or want me all that much that I misread completely.
You're right.
just-
It's Olivia Dean.
It's just Olivia Dean.
It's that
She
classic
reminds
soul.
me if her sound is if Amy Winehouse just didn't have the same demons that she did.
Yeah, it's that kind of like it's classic soul, but like put through the filter of like modern production. So it's got like the more everything's tighter and more like it feels more closely produced than like a Stax record or like something from Motown.
Yeah.
but it's thrown back to that.
And it's just very British.
Very British. Yeah.
It's got a very British sound.
Very British.
Very British.
But very good. And oh God, Olivia Dean, great stuff. She's here for the arias. She's coming out to perform
Yeah, I know.
for the arias.
The Arias. We'll be going to a headline show next year.
We'll pop on up. Hello, Olivia. How you going? Sam, this is not usually a band that I have much to do with. For a long time, they were just kind of like a band in the pop punk scene that like I knew existed, but I didn't really interact with, and like not that I didn't like them, I just had nothing to do with them, and I was like, well, I'm not too fussed enough to care to want to go and learn anything about them. And then I was doing my listening, getting ready for shows and whatever, and I listened to some of the new album. The album is Futique. I'll get to the band in a second. The album is called Futique. And that album, bit of a heater, Sam. I won't lie. Ready to go. The band is Biffy Clyro.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? Surprise out of nowhere. And the song that I'm about to play for you is called Hunting Season. And it's kind of a bit more like that British indie rock sound in between the soundtrack, if you will, than their other more punky stuff. But it kind of still has that bit of edge to it. And then when the chorus kicks in, it's kind of very anthemic. So yeah, this is Hunting Season by Biffy Clyro.
It's very Biffy Clyro.
It's very
isn't it?
Biffy Clyro. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a name I expected you to bring up ever.
Yeah, no, I know. I'll be honest, not a name I expected to bring up ever.
No.
Yeah.
Throw that in with the likes of Kaiser Chiefs, Kasabian.
See, in my mind, Biffy Clyro and like McFly live in the same world.
Yep.
Or who else is kind of in that? Like in the real, like, you know, we supported Blink-182 on one tour kind of thing in like 2006. Like that's the world that I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had the song like, I am the mountain.
yeah.
I am the sea.
I don't know why they're from Newcastle, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, they're Welsh, aren't they?
They're Scottish, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're Welsh. Scottish, sorry. Anyway, after we interviewed the home team, Maxwell, and you asked our friend of the show, Brian, what songs he's been listening to lately, he had a song in there called Sincerity by Sailor. And man knows
Bops.
Man knows his shit. Because this is like if SZA was a little bit... Oh, it's like if SZA was on the way up.
Okay.
This is where this song sits. So I don't know anything about Sailor at all, besides the fact that she's a new artist on the scene and she's very pop with a bit of R&B influence, but Brian knows game.
Wow. He did say he was listening to a lot of R&B. So
He knows ball.
Yeah, you're just like me, and we locked in. I'm tasteless for liking you. Apparently, we're better off as friends. Sincerity in my diamonds.
Put that in your Olivia Dean soundtrack.
I was going to say, it's Olivia Dean meets SZA.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That was nice. I liked that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian via Sam.
Thanks, Brian Butcher,
Brian.
lead singer of Home Team, interviewed by Max Higgins just here on the microphone.
But I didn't. That's the secret. You did. I stood outside the room and looked like a little goose. It was the NRL Grand Final last night at time of recording and a couple of days ago when you're listening to this.
Brisbane just knows ball, don't they?
Brisbane, I'll tell you what, good time to be in Brisbane.
It is.
We're just the best.
The Lions, the Broncos women, and the Broncos, all premiers.
Absolutely. And you know what? The southern states just don't get it. In either code, they just don't get football.
No, they don't like contact.
It's
We just like running it straight.
we just get it done here in the Sunshine State. Cop that, Sydney. Cop that, Melbourne.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you talk about sports because it's right up your alley.
Mate, run it straight, as I always say.
Just fucking up and at 'em.
Up and Adam, Sam. Anyway, but we're not a sports podcast, despite my incredible musings about the game. But what we are here to talk about is Teddy Swims doing his bit of music before the show.
The game.
No, it was a show. It was support act.
Oh, you're talking about our show.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I thought you said he played before the show. I was like, no, it's a game. It's called a game, Max.
If I'm watching on television, it is a show, Sam. But yeah, back to the main drive here. Teddy Swims was the pre-game entertainment for the NRL. A week after, I was going to say Stevie Wonder, Snoop Dogg did his
Snoop
thing
Dogg.
at the AFL. What did you think of Teddy?
Look, I was skeptical because I don't know anything about Teddy Swims, and I feel like everyone knows Lose Control, and they've heard The Door. But in terms of bringing energy to an NRL stadium, I was skeptical, and my skepticisms were sort of proven correct.
Yeah,
in many ways. I feel like he was good, he was safe, but they lacked an edge. They lacked energy. You had a nice little comparison that I'm going to let you say to our audience. I don't want to cut your grass.
You can always give me a little snip, Sam. I said I've been a believer that Teddy Swims makes music to audition to The Voice for. And like the kind of music where the judges can slap that big red button, the chair spins around, and they go, "Oh my god, he looks like he couldn't sing like that," because he can sing. Let's just like,
Can belt.
absolute angelic voice. And that's why I'm not criticizing his performance. I think he was good. Like he did what he does well, but I think the performance for what it was needed to be for the NRL just didn't fit the brief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even when he played TNT, it was good that he went that angle.
Yeah.
Iconic Aussie anthem, but it did just feel like a voice elimination.
Yeah.
Where it was he was focused so purely on the delivery and the way he was singing it that it didn't have authenticity or like it wasn't approachable or you weren't able to connect with what he was doing.
It just like it's the NRL. It's a sport that sells itself on the big hits.
Yeah.
On fucking let's go energy footy. You know, probably more so than AFL.
Yeah.
And the energy that we got from Teddy Swims was like a beautiful, angelic R&B set that, frankly, like that's fucking music.
Yeah, it was definitely fornication music, which you don't want to do at an NRL Grand Final. But he didn't engage with the crowd once.
No. It was very compared to Snoop Dogg, who did a lot of, shout outs to different crowd members and different teams and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when you don't engage with the crowd, you instantly there's a barrier. There's a barrier between performer and crowd, and I think he was performing for the cameras.
Yep,
more so than Snoop was.
Yeah, and look, that's a performance that if it had been at the Logies, I think everyone would have gone, "Wow!" Your mum would have said, "Wow, that Teddy Swims really can sing."
I like him. He's tattooed, but I don't mind.
He looks like a bad boy, but he sings like a good boy.
He's so sweet, isn't he? Yes, he looks like you just want to wrap your arms around him and he'd have a big laugh, wouldn't he?
I think, question for you then, Sam.
Yeah.
2025.
Bring the heft.
Who did it? That'd be incredible. It's over.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking 2026. I jumped the gun.
No. 2025. Who did it better? NRL or AFL?
Snoop was better.
Yeah.
I think he had more to offer.
Agree.
Yeah. Hard agree.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to some more fun facts, shall we?
Fun facts with Sam.
Oh, I don't know any. Your information recall's a lot better than mine.
Update on some news that we've kind of touched on a couple of times over the last couple of weeks and months, which is, there's been a lot of umming and ahhing, heeing and hawing, Sam, if you will, about Spotify as a platform and artists kind of feeling morally questioned about whether they want to stay on the platform, not only regarding the amount of money they're making, but also some moves that the CEO took to invest in military hardware startups. That CEO, his name is Daniel Ek.
Yep.
He has stepped down from the role of CEO. He will move instead to being just a member of the board. He calls it he's going from player to coach, which is a bold move.
Yeah.
Continuing what has been 2 straight weeks of great sporting podcasting here on 78 Amped.
We're all over it.
But the company has claimed that this is like a transitional period that's kind of been underway or under the works for a few years. But it can't be coincidental timing that just as like a bit of steam starts to pick up with bigger artists taking their songs and their discography off Spotify, that's when he chooses to step down. It seems to me that's convenient to say the least. If they have
convenient,
been, working on this for a while.
Artists are taking their music off my platform. I think I need to just become a coach now.
Yeah. Oh, I've been thinking about leaving for ages, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and the timing just seems right. The opportunities are plenty.
Do you think that's enough to stem the tide of bands that are wanting to leave?
I think for the interim, but there'd have to be a bit of change, wouldn't there? I can't see it happening though, to be honest.
Like fully people like.
I can't see the change happening from Spotify's end.
Right, as in in terms of paying artists more and
yeah,
and
I don't think that's going to happen. So I think we'll still see the decline, maybe a bit slower, but I don't know. I think I don't think the drop off will be catastrophic,
Yeah.
but I do think it'll be ongoing, if you will.
Some stats that I was looking at today, just in relation to this story.
Yeah.
Spotify has about 700 million global active users.
It's a lot.
And about 240 million of those are fully paid subscribers. The rest use
Free.
free. Thank you. Like ad supported is what I was trying to find. But yeah.
Yeah, that's not as many as I thought.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what that means regarding how people tee up their moral views of Spotify and whether that changes it at all. Because one thing it does do is it brings it back to, and well, theoretically it brings it back to, this is just about the money.
Yeah.
There isn't that sort of like supporting military startups part of it. Which, when you think about the morals attached to music, really throws a spanner in the works.
Yeah. Military support. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That opens up a new can of worms.
Yeah.
I wasn't really willing to think about when it comes to Spotify.
Changes the game slightly.
It does change the game ever so slightly. Yeah.
Another quick update on the story we did last week. I might throw to you for this one.
Yeah, our boy is not what I would call this man, David. So he was under investigation after 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body.
Her body was found.
Her body was found in the trunk of his Tesla. But overnight, it's come out that he has not been named a suspect in her ongoing investigation. So he hired Harvey Weinstein's former lawyer to represent him, and now all of a sudden he is not considered a suspect at this time.
Yeah, right.
So, bit of, there's a bit going on there. They're saying that it was, the captain of the LAPD, Scott Williams, he's the captain of the robbery homicide division, said investigators are working closely with the medical examiner to establish what happened, and it remains unclear whether this is any criminal or if there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body, he said. And he also emphasised that the online speculation about David's involvement is unfounded.
There you go.
So it's not like the media to take a story and run and exacerbate the truth, is it?
Nor social media.
No. So bit of an interesting one. Watch this space. Allegedly.
If there was you'd have to think that for the police to come out and say he's not a suspect at this time, that he must have a pretty rock solid alias.
Alias.
Not alias.
Alibi.
Alibi is the word I was looking for. Have to have a pretty rock solid alibi.
I think David's his alias.
That is his alias. Yeah, great point. Have to have a pretty rock solid alibi, which would mean that if let's presume that he does and that it was something he was not involved in. I'll tell you what a phone call to get. Hey, we've just found something in the back of your car. You might want to get down here.
Yeah. Hey, brother. What's in the boot of your car? I don't know, man. I went to Woolies yesterday. Anyway, we don't want to speak ill of the dead, but
Yeah, look.
yeah, would have been quite a heart rate rising phone call. That's for sure.
Yeah, don't want to sort that one out on a moment's notice, do you? But anyway,
No, you want to be prepared for that one. Anyway, moving on.
moving on.
Speaking of things you need to be prepared for.
Well-
fuck me. Taylor Swift dropped an album out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
Well, not out of nowhere.
Not out of
she
nowhere.
did.
Well, it's seemingly out of nowhere because I wasn't counting down.
But you're such a Swiftie, Sam.
Oh, me and T Swizzle just get on like a bloody, like oil and water.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Great mix.
Yeah, a lot. I can't even do this justice. It's shit.
I'll
You go for
Try
it.
me to pick it up.
You've spoken to a friend of the show who's got some strong opinions.
Yeah, look, okay, so let's start with the basics. Taylor Swift dropped her 12th studio album, Life of a Showgirl. It came out just a couple of days ago. And it is this was one that I think the Swifties more than usual were like really hanging on in terms of like the anticipation. They were,
Yeah.
I know a lot of Swifties who were like really sitting tight for this album. And I got to say, I agree with you. I don't think it's hitting. I'm quite partial to Taylor Swift. I just don't think this album's hitting really anywhere near as well as any of the other ones did.
I don't even think the Swifties like it that much.
It's divisive, I think. I've seen some Swifties who really like a few of the songs. And I'll be completely honest. I'd say there are probably 3 or 4 songs that I think are okay, that are pretty good. But they're certainly not to a level of other Taylor tracks that I think have previously been out. So the best tracks for me were tracks like Ruin the Friendship, Actually Romantic, Wood, and the title track Life of Showgirl. But I think a lot of the issues with this album, or that I'm listening to, is that it sounds like Taylor's version of a lot of other people's songs. Like, I'm not saying that they're like clone copies, but like just stylistically that she's kind of gone, I like this sound, I want to do this. Like Opalite, which was one of the more listened to tracks by the time I'd gotten to it, sounds like Taylor's version of Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan. Elizabeth Taylor feels like a Lana Del Rey track. Wish List doesn't sound anything particularly like anyone, but it has her vocal delivery has that real Scotch snap, that like kind of da-da delivery that like Ariana Grande and Cardi B do so well. They don't own it. It's not their signature sound or anything like that, but like in modern pop music, I'd associate it with them really closely. And so I think there's just like elements through this album where I'm like, Taylor Swift isn't driving the pop music conversation that she was maybe like 3 years ago.
She's not original.
I don't think she's not original. In the same way that is any pop music original? Probably not. But like, I mean, I just don't think that she's like pushing the conversation at the moment. I think she's sort of like might be playing catch up to other artists that are doing that pushing a bit more.
Well, it just feels like she's trying to catch up and emulate artists who are doing their own thing by copying them, which just comes across inauthentic. And the lyrics themselves are really lazy and cringe. It's like she's appealing more and more to like 12-year-old girls.
That's fair. I mean, like when I saw that Max Martin was a producer on this album, I was really excited because Max Martin can produce the fuck out of a pop song. Like the guy has skill when it comes to crafting an awesome melody, then backing that melody up with the right instrumentation that just captures the feeling. And to me, like, just Max Martin's fingerprints didn't feel like they were on this one. It feels like Taylor Swift was driving this with sounds and instrumentation and production that I think she suits her better, which is fine. Like if that's what, like as a statement from an artist, if this is what she wanted to do, like it's fine. It's not bad. It's well produced. I just think that like 3 years ago, Taylor Swift was like where pop music was, and I think now she's slightly behind that 8 ball.
I think so. I want to call out the title track, Life of a Showgirl, and just quickly run you through the first 4 lines, if I will.
Please do.
If I can, even. Her name was Kitty, made more money. Oh, sorry. Let me start that again.
Please.
I'm just not dialed in because I really don't get this album.
He's not locked in, boys.
Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city. Then they said she didn't do it legitly.
Legitly is a bold word.
Even if you said legitimately, quick enough. But who writes this shit?
I mean, to be fair, I would say that's no better or worse than really any of other Taylor Swift's other lyrics. Like I think what makes Taylor Swift a good songwriter isn't necessarily that her lyrics are like, Shakespeare. I think what she does really well is that they are the thing that the Swifties love is that they're like very self-referential. It's like these are the stories from her life. Like who's she talking about with this lyric? Whose red scarf was this in this lyric or something like that. And so it's that kind of like, world building that she does. So I don't think that's any better or worse than any particular Taylor Swift lyric. There'll be speculation. Like there's speculation in Actually Romantic. Is it about Charlie XCX and how there's like a beef between them? And again, the lyrics in that song aren't mind-blowing. They're not going to change the world. It's more about like, is this the story? Is this what she's talking about? And Swifties are diving deep and trying to find like, every connection they can to other songs, to Charlie XCX songs and stuff like that. And so that's kind of where the good songwriting comes from, I think, with her.
I would rather, I saw someone comment, I would rather go to war than listen to this album.
And look, It is a fine album. It is a
Fine's a stretch. It is an album in time.
It is an album in time. It's not going to light your life up. I don't think it's lighting many people's lives up, to be honest.
No.
I have seen speculation that she's trying to get to a 13th album, like as in like she just wanted to churn this one out, because the production process for this was while she was on the Eras tour, flying around the world, and especially in Europe, she would like between tours fly to Sweden to go to Max Martin's studio to like pump this out. So in that sense, is like she didn't sit down to be like, this is album time. This is kind of a secondary project between tours.
Yeah, well, most bands don't get that luxury, do they? She just gets to jump on her plane and, you know, really just burn that bloody, what do you call it? Don't leave me hanging with it.
I don't know, Sam.
Fossil fuels.
There we go.
Shut up.
He's good.
I love the
Greta
environment.
Thunberg over there, really stepping up for the environment.
Call me Greta. Greta Van Fleet. Let's get to the suitcase, shall we? Because I can't stand T Swift any longer. Look, it's come to my attention we're not all going to live forever, Maxwell.
Oh.
I mean, we might.
Didn't Oasis have a song called Live Forever? I trust them.
Yeah. Dog barking in the background?
Studio neighbor.
Studio neighbour, doggy doggies.
Yep.
Look, we're not going to live forever. So these are artists you have to see before you die.
Mm-hmm.
Just some of the best live experiences we've ever had. And if you haven't seen these bands, what the fuck are you doing?
Get onto it. Get around to it.
I've gone for 3 in the alternative scene. You've gone for no doubt 3, one including a band that I have absolutely zero hesitation in predicting that you'll have in there.
Yeah.
You know, a HR manager's worst nightmare. But let's have a crack, shall we?
Well, yes, Sam, you're right. I do have Coldplay on the list. I think even if you don't like Coldplay's music, which a lot of people don't, and that's fine, I think they're a band that you got to see live, because the way that they do their music live and bring it to life, fucking pretty good. They're I'd say like one of the last big like touring bands.
Yep.
In that sense, and aside from like the peace and love and say the environment stuff, which whatever you can be into or not, they are like quite innovative in like what they do to like bring like an it's a show. It's an entertaining show beyond the music. And so even if you don't like the music, you're still gonna have a good time. They did the wristband light up thing that Taylor Swift did, but before her, they love a.
See what I mean?
They love a bouncing orb in the arena. They, for their last tour, they had these like glasses that had within the, not glass, but like the lens, they had like little hearts etched in. So like any light source it looked like a little heart.
That's cool.
It was very cool. And like they do these things in time with like specific moments in the set. So they'll be like, hey, now it's time to do this, or to like interact in this way. And so you're just kind of like pulled through this experience by all of these things happening together. It's very cool.
Okay. I will have to see them before I die.
They're very cool.
I'm going completely different route, but they're blowing up at the moment, and you need to see Sleep Token before you die. They are not everyone's cup of tea within the metal or non-metal world, but live, just the scale in which they've now built to is incredible, and just some of the best alternative, like heavy vibes you will see. I think they're genuinely one of the best heavy bands you can see in the game right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Been lucky to see him a couple of times.
Sam, Green Day.
Yep.
Look, I'll be honest, they can get a bit rah-rah with their American Idiot stuff, and I get that. But if you're like willing to kind of just let yourself get caught up in that show fucking goes. It's awesome. They blast through obviously their own hits, and you'd be surprised how many like proper memorable hits. You're like, oh, they had that. I forgot about this song. And then they start doing some covers. They throw in like, a Shout by the Isley Brothers, or they throw in Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work. And you just go, these guys know how to just perform and entertain and do like rock and roll. It's so good.
Love it. There's memes going around at the moment. I listen to Fontaines DC.
Yes.
Babe, I listen to Fontaines DC. I listen to Irish alternative band Fontaines DC. But seriously, Fontaines DC, you need to go and watch. Just honestly, one of the best crowds I've been in a long time. One of the most welcoming and calm and just happy crowds I've really ever seen in live music. And it's just there's a wave of nostalgia that hits you when they play that you can't really explain, and it doesn't make sense because they're a modern band, but it's quite a euphoric time, is all I'll say.
Ooh, Sam getting euphoric with it.
Euphoric.
Oh, no, you. Sam, speaking of bands that just do good rock and roll,
Yep.
Southern River Band.
Huge.
I'd say that they're a pick of the crop at Big Sound this year.
Yep.
And it's because Cal, the guitarist, the lead singer, he is all energy, fucking from go to woe.
Shreds.
The guitar's shredding. He's yapping and bantering the whole time. The just the range of sounds that he's pulling from like classic rock through to like, garage rock sort of sounds. He knows it all. He's playing it all, and then he just puts just face melting guitar solos on top of all of it.
It's insane.
They're
Incredibly talented band.
incredibly talented band, and they're going on tour soon. I think next month, maybe this month even.
This month.
I would say go check them out.
Absolutely. And yeah, just some of the best banter between songs I've ever heard.
Oh, top 10.
And on the same token, Maxwell, one of
Sleep
our
token.
one of our favorite live bands of all time, Battlesnake.
Oh yeah,
We talk about them all the time. One of the most chaotic, funny, and face melting shows I've ever seen.
yep.
You just have to see it to kind of believe what you're witnessing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just iconic live. Big in Europe.
Big in Europe, like the costumes, the set dressing,
The guitars.
the guitar, the pyro in a tiny room,
Just do not give a fuck.
just absolutely going to town.
Yep.
But anyway,
Balls to walls.
I'd love to see a Battlesnake Southern River Band co-headline tour.
Yeah, I would be there in a heartbeat.
Rock and roll's back, baby.
Rock and roll is back. Love it. Well, Maxwell, anything to leave our listeners with before we depart?
I'd like to leave our listeners with a reminder to please go give us a little rating and subscribe if you haven't, because we need this.
Please.